Everybody I know of that went to college is a Biden supporter.
So yeah, when you get an education, when you go to university, you learn things like how the world works. You learn about systems, history, especially the history of like how this country was built on slavery, and even when during its abolishment, it was still allowed as a punishment for imprisonment or and that was the compromise that needed to be to happen in order for the 13th Amendment to go through. Because after that, in the South, they would find excuses to say a black person committed a crime, throw him in jail, and throw him back into slavery. Um, the local slave traders basically turned into the police force. That kind of leaked through the whole police system in general. So police are racist. Um, it and I don't. I mean this in good faith. Sometimes it's not necessary to get an education if you have like we're a business where we do landscaping and stuff. You can become independently wealthy doing that kind of thing. And it kind of seems like the Republicans favor your side because you don't lose as much tax money and stuff like that. But really, it's the people on the top, Republicans and Democrats alike, but the real owners of the country, which are the corporations. So the Republicans are pushing the country towards autocracy, and then when the Democrats get in power, then it just ratchets the effect. They never actually put any policies forward that help the American people because that's deemed as socialism. Socialism is demonized because, communism was the preferred government in Russia. Russia was our enemy for a long time, so it was very easy to just be like, you're a communist, you're a bad guy. And that seeped into our American culture, and now we kind of, just accept that communism is bad. But people are coming around to it because the wealth disparity in this world is worse than ever, worse than the time of the pharaohs. The pharaohs used slave labor, and even though we don't use slave labor, the people in power are pushing it so hard that the profit that they make versus the pay that we get, we're basically an enslaved society. That's not the fault of the Democrats. The Republicans are so hollow in policy that what they do is they kind of split us into two tribes. They blame the Democrats and say that, if we don't stop, the Democrats are coming for us. If we don't stop them first, they're going to destroy our way of life. The illegal immigrants coming in, they're taking all of our money and jobs. When really there is no shortage of money or wealth or resources or ability to get done what we need done. The problem is we need unity. We need to stop fighting each other and blaming the other political party. And once you're in it, it's very hard to get out. And so yeah, that's what you learn when you go to university, when you get education at all, when you educate yourself. That's what you learn, and you realize that that's unfair, and you realize that poor working class Americans that support Republicans, they're just being tricked. And it's not, we don't have to destroy them, we have to educate them. We have to get them to understand the value and the power of education. And that's on you guys. You have to accept that we're just people. We're not, cramming the trans agenda down your throat. Fox News is, OAN is. They're the ones that are cramming this down your throat. They want you to be pissed off that they're for some reason we're threats to children, when really they're kind of just projecting, because the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, has taken over the Republican Party, and they're the ones that have the highest track record for that kind of thing. And I know you're just like tuning me out, and you don't believe me. You just think that I'm the devil. I've actually been called a very specific type of devil before. I forget the name of it, because I'm trying to lead people astray. But listen, I'm not even saying God doesn't exist. I'm just saying, like, if you are able to think critically, if you learn and you educate yourself and you start to ask questions about these stories they tell you in the Bible, like Adam and Eve, we're all incest, and then God wiped out the earth, and then Noah survived, and then he had to procreate. That's more incest. Two of every animal on an ark? That makes no sense. There's so many species of creatures. What about fish? What about ducks? They seem to get out scot-free in the whole flood thing. So there's just, if you think, then you start to doubt, and that's what they don't want. They don't want you doubting what you know. And in the information age, it's more important than ever to fight these info wars where they put out information like, this is what the Democrats are. Like, you guys literally think we're fucking and eating babies. Do you really think we're doing that? If you do, then yeah, go ahead, grab your AK-47, start shooting Democrats. But I think in your heart of hearts, you know it's not true. You know it's not true. It's not just that. So yeah, university tends to produce liberal people. So either educate yourself or maybe consider going to college or something. I don't know. It's up to you. Either way, let's stop the fighting. Except Nazis. Let's punch Nazis, please. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.